Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Josephine. If you are new here, thank you very much for stopping by. On my channel, I talk about all things lifestyle. Sometimes I do helpful tips and hacks and vlogs and hauls and all of that good stuff. But for the most part, we're a lifestyle channel. If you are a return viewer, thank you very much for stopping by yet again. Really appreciate the support. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. I am on a rampage this month. Best believe I'm going to be putting out content twice weekly. Yep, I said it. Twice a week I'm going to be putting out content for the month of January. If you want to be in the loop with all my videos, please subscribe and hit the bell button so you get notified when I upload a new video. Right, so today I'm going to be talking about imposter syndrome. I had a really big win this week and it just really inspired me to do this video because when I got the opportunity to begin with, I was really nervous and anxious, and I was like, wait, me? Like really? Like, is this a scam? And it was for me, and I just kind of didn't believe that kind of opportunity should be for me at this stage, but it was brilliant, and I will tell you what it was later in the video, so do stay tuned to the rest of the video and let's get started. So first of all, I'm just going to explain what imposter syndrome even is. So imposter syndrome is a feeling of inadequacy, self-doubt, self-deprecating thoughts and attitudes to yourself. It's not a great place to be, and to be honest, I can't say that I suffer from imposter syndrome as a long chronic problem, but I do get it, let's just say acute imposter syndrome from time to time. And I guess that's more like everybody else. You do go through phases where an opportunity presents itself and you feel like, I don't really feel like I'm that good, or, you know, why didn't they pick somebody else, or that person's better or prettier or smarter or taller or shorter or faster, or whatever the case may be. And you kind of just almost back away from things that you are deserving of. Another thing with imposter syndrome is that it tends to affect perfectionists or people that set really high goals for themselves, sometimes unrealistic goals, and then you don't hit it, and then you start feeling really bad about yourself. These can also lead to imposter syndrome. And perhaps the most popular form is when you just don't really celebrate your successes. You think, oh yeah, anyone could do that. Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer. Even if you've worked out something that's really technical or you've put a lot of effort into stuff, you don't accept the praise well, and you brush it under the rug, and you just don't really celebrate your win. So these are some of the characteristics of imposter syndrome as a whole. Now I'm going to share some tips with you about how I have managed it and dealt with it and been able to overcome it when it rears its ugly head. The first step is to acknowledge the thoughts, acknowledge the fact that you're having self-deprecating thoughts, or that you are not being very positive to yourself. So one of the things that I think is, okay, but how is this helpful? Okay, but this is really help. And you have to kind of nip it in the bud as soon as it starts to appear. When you are having thoughts that make you question your capabilities, and quite frankly, they might be valid, because imagine if someone came up to me and said, oh, here's a scapula, why don't you operate? Logic and common sense would make me think, wait a second, I don't have those skills, I have no medical skills. Things like that. We're not talking about like common sense things like that, but I mean, in a workplace, if your boss is giving you a piece of work, you are clearly qualified enough for him to, or her, to have thought you were able to do it. Or if you get presented with an opportunity and you start doubting, oh, but I don't have X amount of followers, or I don't have X amount of subscribers, the fact that they've approached you in the first place, it means they've already seen your followership and they still want you. There's something unique and special about you that is still appealing and attractive. So the first step, like I said, is to acknowledge and to be able to recognize when those thoughts appear. The next thing is to talk to others, talk to people that you trust about how you're feeling. Talk to people that can be more objective about your situation and that can help you on the straight and narrow and be like, cut it out, you're being ridiculous. Look, you did this and you did that and you did this, and just remind you of your successes and show you when you're being a bit crazy and unrealistic. that I do is to have quick responses or counters to negative thoughts. Now, I'm Nigerian, and obviously we have so many like phrases and metaphors. Some things that I say to myself: XYZ doesn't have two heads, Rome wasn't built in a day. One of my favorite things to say actually is that no one is born with the knowledge. Everything that we know and that we are experts in or that we have grown into, we have learned. And I always have to remind myself that, okay, but ABC person wasn't born with the knowledge, they learned it. And if they can learn it, you can learn it too. And another thing that my husband actually taught me is, what do you have to lose? And obviously everyone says this, but when you really deep it, if you think about it, what do you have to lose? What exactly do you have? At the moment, for example, let's say you wanted to go to the University of Oxford. You currently don't have a University of Oxford placement or offer. So by you applying, you can only either get an offer or not get an offer. But in the case that you don't get an offer, you've lost nothing. Like, you're still in the same position. So why don't you put yourself out there and give yourself that opportunity that maybe things might be positive for you? And so this is another thing to do, and to actually have a mindset about, like, what do I have to lose? Last, they'll say no. Last, like, they can't kill me. Do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, the worst that can happen is a no. No one's gonna die. Like, it will sting for a bit and you might feel a bit sad. I'm not discrediting disappointment, because disappointment does hurt. But in the grand scheme of things, you'll be disappointed, but you'll get over it. So those are some of the things that I say to counter the negative self-deprecating thoughts when they come up. The next thing, and probably the most significant tip that I can give you, is to celebrate small wins. I think I say this in every video, but it is the key to a healthy mindset, is to see the good in whatever little thing that you've done. You don't even need to have been promoted or anything major, but like you've finished a task on time or even ahead of schedule. Fantastic. Celebrate the small win. Pat yourself on the back. You did that. Little things become a part of your lifestyle, become a part of your routine, and because of that, you have a more positive outlook, so that when an opportunity presents itself, you can remember that I've done this and I've done that and I've done this, and these are all the little component things that make up the large task that I'm presented with. And so it doesn't seem so daunting. It doesn't seem like, oh, I don't have the skills or I don't have the capabilities, and they can help you. By celebrating the small wins, you'll see that along the journey of your activity, you've been able to accomplish this, accomplish that, accomplish this, accomplish that. Maybe that final hurdle you stumbled on, but out of 10 hurdles, you jumped over 9. That is success. It doesn't matter that you fell down at the 10th one. What matters is that you're consistently jumping over 9 hurdles, and that is success. So those are the tips that I have for overcoming imposter syndrome. Now, I'm going to tell you what inspired this whole video, right? So, towards the end of last year, I was approached by a brand called Afrocentrics. I talk about Afrocentrics a lot. I love the company. I love the products. I love the women behind the brand. I love all that it stands for. And when I got that message saying, oh, would you like to be part of this campaign? I was like, what, me? I don't even have that many followers. Like, I've basically, well, I I maybe have 300, a little over 300 followers on Instagram and about 200 odd on YouTube. And I saw that and I was so excited at the opportunity. I was like, oh my God, they want to work with me. And all the thoughts just started to pile into my head. And so, like the steps I've said, I talked to my husband about it. I spoke to him. I was like, told him all the things that I thought were wrong and, why I perhaps didn't deserve this opportunity. And he was just like, but they've obviously approached you. They obviously know you. They obviously like you. And he just started to build me up with encouraging thoughts and reminding me that, yes, I am worthy. I deserve good things. I deserve campaign. I deserve it. Yeah, why not me? The others don't have 2 heads. And so I did this amazing New Year Nourished You campaign with Afrocentrics. I will put a link down in the description box for you to watch it. Please do watch it. Subscribe to their channel. Drop a comment if you're heading from my channel to theirs. I would really appreciate the support. And most importantly, buy the products. I love the products. I use the products. You've seen me talk about them in my other haul videos, and I talk about them on my social media. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my name is @JMOTG. Same with Twitter and on TikTok, although I haven't done anything there yet, but but my point was that it has all culminated in this really, really well put together ad campaign, and I watched it and I felt so chuffed. Like, I watched it and it wasn't even just my involvement, like as an ad, it was fantastic, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Whether I am or I'm not in it, it's a fantastic ad. But then the cherry on top is that I am in it, and I'm just like, oh my god, look what I did. But anyway, yeah, that is my big news. I have just shot my first ad campaign with Afrocentrics, and I am over the moon. I'm so happy, and I am looking forward to shooting more ad campaigns with different brands. Get in touch. Please do support them, support me, and let's get over imposter syndrome in 2021, shall we? Let's do that. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have liked this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, help me grow this channel, and follow me on social media @JMOTG. Also, don't forget to show some love on the New Year Nourished You campaign on the Afrocentrics page. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Catch you in my next video. Bye.